Dragonflight has been out for a week now, and after getting to max level, I can definitely say that retail WoW needed an expansion like this. Hello everyone, it's Ego, and today I want to go through my first impressions on Dragonflight, my favorite changes or new things in the expansion, and if it's really worth playing. So if you want to know all the details and dive into it with me, be sure to stick around to the end of the video, leave a like, and sub to the channel. Now, for those who don't know already, I have been playing Warcraft now for 15 years, and I've played every expansion. I've tried every class, and I've seen the ups and downs of World of Warcraft. So obviously, I've had expansions I've loved, and expansions that I've hated. Cataclysm. Sorry. But anyways, the most recent expansions, mainly Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands, and all that, they didn't feel right to me. The endgame grinding wasn't fun, the game felt dry and almost too grindy. If I didn't play for a week, it felt like I hadn't played in a month, if that makes sense. With that being said, that's why when I seen the announcement of Dragonflight, I was hesitant to give it a try, especially since I was very happy with Wrath Classic and the Classic WoW scene. But after doing some of my own research on the great changes that came with the expansion, which I will cover shortly, I decided to try it out, and I really don't have any regrets. Dragonflight looks to be well thought out by Blizzard, and it feels reminiscent of the original World of Warcraft days, at least personally. Again, I'll mention why when we talk about the changes and my favorite things. Overall, my first impressions are very positive, and I'm excited to see where the expansion goes as more raids get released and seeing PvP and mythics. So for my favorite new things and changes that have been made for Dragonflight, wow, where do I start? Let's start with the unique change that's come exclusively in Dragonflight, and that's dragon riding. The dragon riding has been a phenomenal experience. The mechanics feel smooth, the mount customization is crazy, and traveling across the zones has been so fast. There's also dragon riding races? Like, yeah, I'm down for that. Of course, I can't forget to mention the new talent trees, which are reminiscent of the original World of Warcraft talent trees that were in the game during Vanilla, TBC, and Wrath. I personally loved the old talent system from the first 3 expansions, and when it was changed, I didn't enjoy the newer system. So now that they've kind of doubled back and went to a different talent system, I've been absolutely stoked. Professions got to change too, and there's now things like commission orders and a bunch of fun stuff to dive into. Then there's the end of the endgame power grinds, which was a big reason I stopped playing retail WoW. Now, the power of your character will be based on the gear that you've grinded out, rather than the grinding of a specific power, like Azerite for example, which was present in Battle for Azeroth. Now, I think the removal of these grindy systems, it'll be more friendly to casual players who don't play every single day, so you aren't falling behind as fast. That's just my opinion though. Questing feels smooth too, the campaign has been great, the quests give some decent rewards, the new reputation rewards are purely cosmetic, which is nice, so there's no real end game benefit that will make or break your character. Dungeons have been sweet, they've all got their own flavor, and one of the dungeons even has you riding on your dragon to get around the dungeon itself. Though some may be a tad buggy and or odd mechanics like in the Halls of Infusion, overall, the dungeons are good, minus some minor tweaks that I'm sure Blizzard will be jumping on. Tier sets have also come back, which is a system that I'm sure many players, including myself, have been missing. Tier sets have always added to the class identity in my opinion. They've always made your class feel more powerful because the bonuses affected your class specifically. With these tier sets, there will be the standard 2-set bonus and a 4-set bonus for your character. This system has been gone for far too long, and I'm so happy that they brought it back. And there's so many more little things that I'm loving about the expansion. So the question I'm sure on a lot of people's minds would be, is Dragonflight worth playing? To answer that bluntly and without hesitation, yes, absolutely. Dragonflight is a breath of fresh air, and I hope that Blizzard continues in this direction for retail World of Warcraft. It feels like they've listened to their player base with this expansion, at least that's my view. And because of that, I'm super excited to see more of this expansion and even what's coming next. So with all the amazing changes like dragon riding, talents, gearing with tier sets, and endgame, and of course with the first impressions so far, I'm having lots of fun playing the expansion, and it's definitely something I'd recommend. I honestly couldn't believe it when I actually was sitting at my computer thinking, wow, I'm actually enjoying World of Warcraft again, and it isn't WoW Classic. It was a great feeling, and it's still a great feeling to be having fun on retail WoW again. That'll be it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget that if you liked the video, drop a like down below, it really helps, and also be sure to sub to the channel, ring the bell for notifications so you never miss an upload. Now with all that being said, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.